All right, folks, here we go. Got a little update. Our Lux Neo 120 lasted about 2 years. Basically, the knobs here, one of them cracked, and then shortly thereafter, the unit started to leak water from the actual mechanism itself. I guess from the valves. So lasted almost 2 years on the button, maybe a little bit longer than 2 years. So with that, we had the excuse to install a new one, and this time we wanted a hot water supply turlet. So a toilet bidet. So what we got there is, obviously we have a cold water supply that's already hooked up to the toilet, and I ran a hot water supply that I'm going to connect here. They've got different bidets here than this unit that you can hook up hot and cold water, and then it has a mixing valve to make that work. So on this side here I have my shower. So this is this side of the wall, and here I have my little turlet alcove, and have my search in here through this spotlight. Open that up, saw the pipes run. This pipe runs across, ran it until it was hot, confirmed that it was hot water. And what we did is we tied it in here. Sorry about that, I'm shooting video from my iPad. But basically we tied it in here to our hot water supply, sweated that in, 1/2 inch T, 1/2 inch elbow, and then that goes into a PEX connector with a stainless steel crimp ring or whatever it's called back there. I don't know if you could see it. Maybe you could now. You can see it here at a little bit of an angle. Was able, instead of using a shark bite elbow, I was able to use one of these, I guess like they're basically plastic pieces where you could make your own 90-degree out of a solid pipe. And that worked out really well for me. So what I was able to do here, so what I did was I took copper, sweated it to an elbow, and then sweated it to the elbow. That's what you see, the horizontal. Sweated it to an elbow, and off that elbow I put in a 2-inch riser. I went vertical, right? Was able to get that, shove the pipe into the wall, then twist it up. So I was able to get it in and then twist it up with this solid piece of 1/2 inch PEX, and fished it up. I actually had to make a hole here and a hole here to help me fish it up, and obviously I had to open up the ceiling as well, but I fished it up and connected it to my water supply. I had to use my bread in the pipe trick. For those of you guys that don't believe in that, it does work. For some reason, whenever I shut off the water, I could never get all the water out of the pipe when I gotta sweat something. So, and over here, because this thing is, obviously I don't have any way to actually support this pipe behind the wall, it's just floating in the wind there. I put a I don't know what the hell this thing is called, but it's a 1/2 inch standoff. You know, you basically go and buy that. You buy the base, you buy 3/8 threaded rod, and you buy the top piece here that actually connects to the pipe, so that way that holds this nice and tight. That's a regular sweat angle stop, and I was going to replace that angle stop as well, but I could just replace the guts on it if I absolutely need to. And that's that. So I'm going to get my new bidet here. It was about $65 from Amazon. That should be in on Tuesday. We'll hook it up. And then we're going to have warm water to wash our coolie. Should be really good. Let you guys know how it is. But obviously, you know, this unit lasted 2 years. And quite honestly, with cold water, it was really good. No complaints. Obviously, you know, the cold water is a little bit of a shock, but I'd rather have one with cold water than not have one at all. So if you guys are looking to put in a bidet, I highly recommend them. Obviously, if you could pipe in hot water or electric, I've got electric over here, but I didn't want to get an electric unit. The electric bidets that warm up the water, warm up the toilet seat, they were like $300, you know, about $280 or so. So did a little work, went this route, and I think it should work out pretty well for me. So there she is. Tell me what you guys think about my sweat joints. Pretty nice, right? Huh? Huh? Not bad for an office guy. See you on the next one.